for the doctor.
Well, it's that time again, and the doctor is in. I'm glad you could join me for another Dr. Bill, the Computer Curmudgeon netcast. A lot of people call them podcasts, but I like Leo Laporte's netcast. It's just a little more, it's less iPod specific. And you know, I'm all about the open source. And so I like netcast a lot better. Anyway, we got some cool stuff for you on the netcast this week. And first of all, thank you for all the people that sent me emails. I got a lot of cool emails. I also got one very brief, terse email. You said you wanted an email. Here it is. Keep up the show. Okay. Man, a few words, but he got the point across. Anyway, had lots of good emails about people wanting me to keep doing the Dr. Bill, the Computer Curmudgeon netcast. And so, here we are. Now, some of the things I want to talk about this week, I got a neat little segment that I did at work. Now, before anybody sends me an email, before anybody from work hassles me, this segment was not done on work time. Okay? You know the little disclaimer they have in the movies, no animals were harmed in the making of this motion picture? Well, no work hours or minutes were taken up during the videoing of the segment that I'm going to be showing you. Okay? It was done at the lunch hour, and I was on my lunch time. Okay? Yeesh. Everybody gets so sensitive about these things. Anyway, but I had to do it at work because I had to tie into the VMware View system. See, I don't have a SAN here at the house yet. And I don't have a VMware cluster here yet. But I do at work, of course. I'm the VMware dude at work. And so I had installed View and set it all up, View 4.5, which is awesome. My goodness, VMware, you nailed it. Okay? Good stuff. Anyway, I'm thoroughly enjoying working with it at work. Now, we're doing it experimentally there. We're not, like totally implementing it yet. We're just looking into it. I love R&D. You've heard of the term R&D? Research and development. It means not yet production. So, it means you need to get in there and kick the tires and make sure everything works. Well, that's what we're doing. Okay? So anyway, we're going to look at that segment, and basically what I want to do is show you a terminal that is from a company called 10Zig. Interesting name, huh? I put it right there on the screen so you can see it. 10Zig. Yes. And very neat. Matter of fact, since I'm talking about it and already kind of gotten into it, let's just go ahead and go straight to that segment right now. All right. In my last netcast, I showed you my new Droid X phone. I'm using the Droid X phone to actually shoot a video of something that we're using here at work. Experimentally, we're just looking at it. But this is the 10Zig Linux-based terminal. I'm going to kind of slowly rotate around here so that you can see it's very thin, and then come back around here so you can see it. It's actually on top of a shuttle PC. Don't let that confuse you. The PC, even though it's on, is just acting as a stand for the terminal. The terminal itself here is the device that we're actually looking at. And I'll put my hand over here near it so you can see it's very small and very compact. From everything I can tell, extremely well built. And as you'll notice here, if I come over here to the screen, and we'll go ahead and connect in to a VMware View 4.5 session. This is the latest version of VMware View. It gives me a selection because I've set up two different pools. So I'll go into the one that has my PC session set up, and as you notice, we're right into it. It brings us up to a full screen, and I have all the functionality of a PC through a very small box. And it's just amazing what this thing can do. It has the VMware View client built into the firmware. It also has the Citrix client and the No Machine client, and just a load of clients that are already built into the firmware of this device. And very inexpensive relatively. It's in the $350 to $400 range. That comes with keyboard and mouse, and just a very neat device. So I just wanted to show you this and let you know that we're constantly looking into new technologies to further the computing world, and so check it out. And we'll talk a little bit more about this in just a moment. See? Isn't that awesome? I'm telling you, it's good stuff. Matter of fact, I'm going to check my email. I think I sent myself an email. Have you ever done that? I do that. I like to send myself emails so I'll know what I'm doing. You might say, yeah, Dr. Bill, we kind of figure you need to do that. Oh, you know what? I could do it by actually opening up my regular email client. I was going to the web-based version. That's the great thing about my email. I've got the web-based version. I've got Thunderbird as my normal email client. And that's, for my personal email, not for work. That's different. Matter of fact, you may have noticed in the video that I just showed you that little box came up there on the terminal, and it had to do with Novell. That's because way back in the day, we were a Novell shop. And we still got a lot of Novell stuff hanging around, including GroupWise email. Yeah, and the GroupWise Messenger, which is the IM client. IM, instant messaging. The fact that I'm cranking up the email client in the background may be messing with the webcam. If it does, that may mean that it's going to go wonk, wonk, wonk. If that's the case, just bear with me. Yep, that's what's making all my email and other programs so slow. Gotta love that. This is not a low-powered computer. This is actually a pretty nice little computer, but for whatever reason, it's being very slow. I know what you're saying, though. You're saying, Doc, if you would prepare all this stuff before the netcast, you wouldn't be caught trying to figure all this stuff out and remember what you're doing during the videoing of the netcast. Well, yeah, but what fun would that be? Okay, let's see. Info. See, I give myself all these little clues, like info, to know what the subject is that I'm trying to do. Okay, here we are finally. Had to kill all that time. Here's what I was trying to find. The 10-Zig terminal has all these protocols already built in. Citrix XenApp plugin, the Mozilla Firefox itself. This is all built into the firmware now. The 2X client, the Citrix Zen desktop client, the VNC client, the Ericom Web Connect. Ericom is kind of a competitor of Citrix. Got that client built in. The IDS client, the Cowiza client, whatever that is. I haven't looked it up. LeoStream Connect, No Machine NX client. No Machine is a Linux-based terminal services product. Open source, really nice. Anyway, ProPalms client, Quest V Workspace client, the R desktop, that's the regular old, Windows RDP. Shell script. Hey, it's a Linux-based terminal. It does shell script. Who'd have thought? Anyway, the SSGD-EE, whatever that is. VMware View, hey! And Putty, good old Putty. If you're looking for a good terminal emulator, I suggest you download Putty. That's P-U-T-T-Y with the T-T-Y in all caps. You old-timers know, yeah, teletype. That goes all the way back to the old character-based terminal days, and that's Putty is in there. And then, of course, X Windows client. Like I said, it's a Linux box. But it's got all of that built into that device. And I said in the video it was $350 to $400 range. We got a quote from 10-Zig for $325 for that terminal. Yes. So that's just a one-unit price. I mean, there may be even larger numbers. You can get it cheaper. But as it is, that's going to save us money over our regular purchasing of Dell PCs. Not that Dell PCs aren't good. They're very nice PCs, okay? But terminals are awesome. Okay, other things I wanted to show you. My phone. I've been playing with the phone because you saw that I shot some video with it. That, by the way, that was HD video shot with my phone. I just love stuff like that. Anyway, other stuff I found on the phone. This is awesome. This is an app right here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put the screen up so I can make sure that I'm not blinding you with the glare. I had my email open, and so I was seeing that. But anyway, here it is. You see that? Oh, see, there's that glare. There's that glare. But there it is. That screen right there shows you Rev 3. This is the Rev 3 remote app for Android. Okay, so I can click on Technology and Gadgets, and then I can click on Techzilla, and then I can click Play, and lo and behold, it will load up Techzilla from Revision 3, and it will play it. Now, it's loading right now. It's saying loading, loading, loading. So, who knows? Maybe there's some problem with Revision 3 servers, but I tell you, there it is. When I was experimenting with this, it was showing it really, really fast. Now, there's a nice commercial. Here's the Revision 3 screen. But now, this is cool. 4.3-inch HD type screen. And that must have been the tail end of Techzilla when they were showing the little screen there, because it went away. But anyway, the cool thing is, you got that app. I've got that advanced kill task thing, so I can kill the apps so it won't eat up my battery. So, anyway, that's also a neat little Geek Software of the Week kind of thing for the phone, because you can watch all the Revision 3 programs through... Didn't mean to launch Pandora. Sorry about that. I just keep hitting the buttons. Don't mean to. So, anyway, good stuff. And there's so many cool apps out there that, I told you a little bit about Pandora, and then there's Twit TV app, and the Revision 3 app, and of course, who could live without good old Frozen Bubble? You gotta have Frozen Bubble. Yeah. So, there you go. I'm going to hit the task killer again because I don't want it eating my battery. I just get real anal retentive about such things. So, there you go. Oh yeah, I was going to show you something else. I talked about the space-time continuum last time and how we didn't want it to go wonky because of mentioning the Geek Software of the Week. However, we have officially passed that particular time-space inversion. And so now we can talk about the Geek Software of the Week. Yeah. Geek Software of the Week is... There's that drum roll. I don't know where it comes from. Anyway, Geek Software of the Week. The Geek Software of the Week is the free M4A. I transversed the letters. M4A to MP3 converter. Now, what that's all about